All right, and welcome back. And what better introduction there than that piece done by Rockfort Temple Band here for the celebration of the 100-year anniversary of the Salvation Army in Belize. Joining me now on set to be able to discuss the festivities and also what it means to be achieving this milestone is Major Jolicoeur Liange, who is the regional coordinator for the Belize region. We're joined by Major Henry King, who is the regional secretary, and we are going to be joined at this time by Major Steve Merritt, who is the coordinator of the band. Good morning and welcome. And congratulations, I should say, as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us this morning.
Yes. Now, I want to start off with just backtracking and getting a bit of history, because I think many people have always known the presence of the Salvation Army, but to put it into perspective, that it's been 100 years, it's quite a milestone. Yeah. Yeah. So let's go back to the history.
Well, the Salvation Army many years ago, 1915,
Yeah.
started here by a Barbadian by the name of Joseph Trotman. At that time, we give them, he had the title of adjutant. Started the Salvation Army there, and as you know, the Salvation Army, having been started from the United Kingdom and all the various countries throughout the Caribbean that has been part of the British colony, as we would say, it was very easy for the Salvation Army to move from England to those countries. And so, hence Salvation Army started here 1915 by a Barbadian. Yes.
What was the primary mission in the very early phase?
Well, the Salvation Army's primary mission everywhere is the same.
Yeah.
It is to save soul and serve suffering humanity. So that's the objective you have in mind. You look at the needs, what needs to be done, and you serve people in God's name, in Christ's name.
And what would you say are some of the major markers over the time?
Wow, that would be
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. The major markers, I think I spoke to the local people here. They have shared with me some of the major events that took place here where the Salvation Army has been really in the front line, and that stayed in their mind. I think probably Major King can remind you of some of those things, you know.
Oh, definitely. Morning, my lady.
Morning.
Good morning, Belize. It's a pleasure of mine to be here in Belize as the Salvation Army celebrates its 100 years of existence. And we thank God for His faithfulness to the Salvation Army, because we know that God is faithful. Major Leon hinted earlier that what we're about, because we're a church, we're about the saving of souls. And down through the years, that continued to be our focus, our emphasis. Permit me just to read just a brief excerpt from the book written by Doreen Hobbs. It's The Jewels of the Caribbean. And it says, "The well-known chorus, 'I'm on the battlefield for my Lord,' took on new meaning as the area used for open-air meetings became affectionately known as the battlefield, a name which exists to this day. Those early-day open-air ventures were enhanced by gifts of a bass drum and a side drum. Soon, there were 150 Salvationists in action, and within a year, a stone-laying ceremony for a hall was held at a site in Cemetery Road, which exists up to this day. The Colonial Secretary, the Honorable A.E. Usher, laid the first stone for this 50 by 30 foot building, cost $2,250, which would accommodate 300 people. On Saturday, 10th December 1916, the Honorable W.C.F. Stewart declared the building open. Gifts brought to the altar by the adults paid for the benches, gifts from the juniors paid for the light, but until these were installed, the night meeting was held in the open air on the battlefield.
Nice.
Which is the park that many of us know today as a battlefield park.
Fantastic. Now, I think it's interesting because one of the things we've had you all on the set numerous times, several times for the year, and while a very recognized entity, you're not without your challenges. Like most charitable organizations, not just in Belize, but it's global. Marking this particular anniversary, what would be a focus looking forward? Taking all the experiences that you've had and looking forward.
We're looking forward to improving what we do now.
Yeah.
And we have the public who tells us from time to time what we are doing well and what we can improve on. We also have our own mission, what we would like to achieve. But everything that we have to do has to do with what is needed for the community.
Yes.
So we don't try to do anything that is not suitable for the community in which we live. So in consultation with the community and all our partners, we normally we focus on what is needed and while we're trying to improve what we are doing right now.
So, Major Liange, I know you have been putting together this celebration. Your entire team has been putting together this celebration for quite some time. And here with us on set at this time, Major Merritt from the Rockfort Temple Band. Let's talk a little bit about where you're from and what it's like to bring your group to Belize for the celebration.
Yeah, we're from Rockford, Illinois. The band, this is just an ensemble from the band. The band is roughly 35 individuals, all brass band. That's a part of the Salvation Army. Another uniqueness to the Salvation Army, we use brass band music. It's something that people can connect to. It's very easy to use in all areas, such as a TV studio, or we'll be out at Battlefield Park, I believe, playing. This band's actually been in ministry for 150 consecutive years, so it's our honor. I appreciate the invitation and the leadership here in Belize to invite us to come down and to be part of this celebration. We've already been a part of some of the rehearsals. There's many gifts, excitement planned for this weekend. We're just honored to use the gifts God has given to us and to be a part of this wonderful celebration.
So you'll be uniting with the band from Belize?
Yes.
Okay. And what special pieces are you trying to put together? Some cultural ones now?
Well, we're working on that. We really are enjoying
the
the
band is
time.
laughing over there.
They typically laugh at me. Yes, the Salvation Army has a wonderful library of music. We just played as we began Golden Jubilee, a wonderful march with Onward Christian Soldier. It's really a part of the mission of the Salvation Army, as the Major's already said. We are here. We're one army. So regardless, we're Rockford, Illinois, in the Midwestern states of the United States. But here in Belize, in the United States, in England, wherever the Salvation Army is, we're one army, one mission. And so we just come as part of God's family to be part of this wonderful time together.
And the decision to invite Rockfort Temple Band?
Well, we have been partnering. This is our partners for Belize. So whenever we have any concern at all, we either call them or write to them, and fortunately, they have never said no to us. So they would send, whenever we need a team to come and help us with whether Vacation Bible School or summer camp, they always respond.
Okay, so there's a relationship there.
So we are partners.
And in terms of the rest of the celebration?
In terms of the rest of the celebration, we are anticipating the arrival of our territorial leaders from Jamaica. That is Commissioner Jarrett and Eva Marseille. They will come in, our main speaker for the event. They will be arriving today, hopefully. And from there, we would move on to the museum, where we would have a special unveiling. We have the unveiling of the centennial stamp. So a special stamp has been, printed for the occasion, and I want to say thanks to the Post Office Master and everybody, and Major King particularly, for all his work behind the scene.
That's
So-
fantastic. Do we get a sneak preview? No, not yet.
You don't have any? Yes.
We're always so demanding, aren't we?
And then Friday, I'll give you the main event. Friday is a concert. The concert is going to be really fantastic. It's not only the band we're going to play, because we have all the stars here who have accepted to join us free of cost. So we are very grateful to the band and for the local artists here. The assist or the help or the cooperation has been very, very good. We cannot complain. The ticket is only a contribution of $15 for general, $30 for reserved. We have limited tickets now, so persons who wish to come could call the office, and I'm sure they might get a couple of tickets.
And purchase their tickets ahead of time to be safe.
Sure.
Yes.
The best thing to do.
It is going to be at the Bliss.
At the Belize. Yes.
Now, you also spoke about being able to, about performing at the Battlefield Park. Tell us about that.
But Sunday there will be a march. Yeah.
That may not be at the battlefield.
Yeah.
We'll make a new battlefield.
We will more or less gather there.
Yeah.
Because it is our centenary anniversary, we want to bring back all the old memories.
Okay.
So we'll meet there, and then we'll have a march from there to the place.
Now, the grand concert is also, I would imagine, is a fundraising effort for the organization as well. And you spoke about having some of the local artists included in the lineup. Let's talk about who has accepted the invitation to participate.
Well, we have the Steel Pan Band. Yes, I think they are fantastic. They will be with us. We have the Belize National Dance Group.
Yeah.
They will be there. We have Mr. Bradshaw, who is a very good saxophonist, and you have Miss McKay, who is a good singer. So I think we have everything for everybody.
Yeah.
Anybody who turns up for the event, you're not going to regret it, from beginning to the end.
And then you're following that with your anniversary congress, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell us the details about that. Major King?
No doubt we've shared with the public, and we continue to share that we look forward to see as many persons Sunday morning at the Bliss at 10 o'clock. And during this service is going to be kind of a bit solemn, because we'll be enrolling some new converts during that service. And in the afternoon at 3:30 we'll be having another public service.
Okay.
And we're praying, and we trust that our partners or friends will come out and just bless the Lord for His faithfulness to the Salvation Army over 100 years. And we continue to emphasize that we are thankful for those who support us for the past 100 years, and come out and join us, because in our lifetime we won't see it again. So we look forward to seeing the public sharing with us on Sundays.
Is it also a good time for people who are perhaps interested in joining the Salvation Army to come out and perhaps see how they fit in?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Of course, we're an organization that believe in the saving blood of Jesus Christ, and that newness of life, because many persons, as we live our lives, we need hope. And the basis of the gospel is that Christ gives us hope.
In addition to that, Belize has been, what do you call it, a breadbasket, one way or the other, also for the Salvation Army in terms of missionaries. So Belize has sent a number of missionaries abroad to study, become officers, some of them in the States, some of them other parts in the Caribbean. So we don't keep the best that we have. The Salvation Army is looking for the best.
Yeah.
So whenever we get the best, we send them, train them, and send them out, so that the Army can continue to serve the world. So when you come to the Salvation Army, you don't come to just stay in your corner.
Yeah.
You come to offer yourself to the world.
It's global reach, yeah.
And that's the beauty about it.
I like how you say that. We train the best. We just don't always keep them here.
You're right.
We as Belizeans love to hear that, right, Major King?
Oh, yes.
Now, I want us to talk about what Rockford will be bringing to the stage on Friday.
Yeah, on Friday evening, this band that's you've just heard this morning will be part of the celebration. They'll be playing a number of marches and really just wonderful. All the music that's played is published by the Salvation Army, written by Salvationists around the world, and always has a message to it. That's the intention of music in the Salvation Army, is that it would bring the message of Jesus Christ to the hearers. So many of the marches you'll recognize hymns and melodies that are a part of the music. And I want to say this group that's with us, they're not professional musicians, they're all volunteers. They all are professionals in one area or another of work, but they volunteer. They serve God through the gifts that he's given them, and participate in the band, and are here for the weekend just to blend in, just to be a part of it.
I love that you mentioned that, because that's one thing we've been talking about quite frequently here, which is volunteerism in general, and how it is a struggle for some organizations. What's been your experience in Rockford?
Yeah, in all the non-for-profits, we rely upon volunteerism, and it really is to be able to listen to a band and to understand some of the mission of the Salvation Army, that we all are volunteers as such in serving. We also rely to accomplish the mission of the Salvation Army in any community. Here in Belize, in Rockford, Illinois, we need a good core of volunteers, people that can, they may not join the Salvation Army as a church, but the Salvation Army is always open to individuals coming alongside and serving. So there's many needs here. We've visited a few yesterday. The mission, the work of the Army is wonderful here in the city, but I'm sure there's need for volunteers that can come alongside and help serve those that are in need.
What would you say is the #1 reason people are drawn to either join the Salvation Army or volunteer with them?
It's a difficult question, but to put it in perspective, I think people who have been touched by the Salvation Army always have a desire to give back. And so you find people will donate to the Salvation Army because somehow, somewhere, maybe a family member or they themselves have been blessed by the Salvation Army. Other reasons are that people seem to have a trust in the Salvation Army, particularly here. I have found it to be true. And they know the story better than I do. They're the one who normally tell us the story and why they give. So that's why we keep on doing what we are doing, because had it not been for the public, everybody involved, we wouldn't be here for 100 years. So I think that's what really
and which is why you're inviting the public to join you in celebrating that anniversary.
Sure.
So let's rehash one more time the details of the concert and where people can get tickets.
The concert begins at 7:30.
Yes.
At the Belize, and we have limited amount of tickets now, as you would assume by now. People can call at the Salvation Army, and if you did not get a ticket, you can still come. Hopefully there will be a few left for the Belize. Right? But we encourage persons who wish to come to get the tickets beforehand.
It's safer to get them early.
Yes, yes. And in addition to the group that is here with us, we have a number of Belizean overseas who have traveled here, so they are joining us. So I encourage many Belizeans, if you come out, you will see your friends that you have not seen for many years. They are here with us, yes.
You also have the opening of a new facility that's going to be taking place. Tell me about that.
Sure, that is at Georgeville. It's a new facility really to provide a better service to the community. And this Saturday, the 11th, at 3:30 p.m., we invite the public. We know the whole community will come out Georgeville, and we are looking forward to a great time together.
And how is Georgeville identified as an area where would be fitting for your work?
It is outside of the city, and most of our programs are concentrated in the city. So we thought Georgeville, San Ignacio, Cayo, those areas need also our service. We have our presence here, we have an office here, there, and the public seem to have been coming, and they are very supportive of their work. So we have decided, okay, let's put a facility there that will accommodate them to offer the service that they deserve.
All right. So people can visit at 3 p.m. your new facility in Georgia when it'll be open.
Yes.
And then the parade.
Wow. The parade, there will be parade at Georgeville. That's just before about 2:30.
Okay.
And there will be a parade also in Belize City at 2:30 Sunday. So it's a good celebration.
Yeah. Is there a route that you can tell people so they know where to look out for it? Major King, do you know?
Here in Belize City, it's going to be around Albert Street and Regent Street and past the courthouse. And of course, in Georgeville, it's right there in the community of Georgeville.
Fantastic. All right, so people can look out for that on Sunday here in Belize City, Saturday evening in Georgeville, and Friday night is the concert that you definitely don't want to miss. $15 general. $30 reserved, and all the funds go towards the numerous activities and outreach that you have going at the Salvation Army. So I want to congratulate you on your 100-year anniversary, and best of luck with the upcoming celebration and the different activities that you have planned. And I know, Major Merritt, we are going to be closing off with another performance.
Yes. Yeah.
So
It is ready.
what do you have lined up for us?
On the King's Highway. So that is send us off on the right road.
It's a preview as to why people can come out on Friday.
Yes, listen, enjoy the brass music and the march. Very upbeat.
Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to shift over now once again to the Rockford Temple Band, who's going to be closing us off with a performance. We are encouraging people to attend the concert, the Evening of Excellence, which is a celebration for the Salvation Army 100 years in Belize. I close you now this segment closes now with this performance, and when we come back, we'll be talking about Community Days of Healing. So stay tuned.